Let me spell it for you. Friends who do stuff together. U is for you and me. N is for anywhere and anytime at all.
Down here in the deep blue sea.
So swing around. Right.
Go ahead and left hand on that handlebar. Swing your foot around. Yeah. So, this is how this is going to go. You lay down my bike, I'll break all 10 of your fingers so that you can't ever ride again.
Oh, yes, sir.
Okay. Clutch.
Yes.
Right? Get a feel for it. Pull it gently. Kind of figure out. So this right here, okay. See this? This does nothing.
Right.
This right here
is where it starts to catch.
That's the dead zone.
Yep.
So you want to just find that little spot right there, okay? You don't have to go this.
Right.
To shift. Sorry. Sorry. You don't have to do this for it to start working. When you shift, you do want to pull it in most of the way, because if you're half pulled in, you try and shift, the clutch isn't out all the way.
Right.
Because it's a slipper clutch, that's the whole point, is it slips to catch it if you're a dum-dum when you shift. Right. So this is actually way less than a normal clutch.
Right.
A normal clutch, you have to freaking pull on it really hard. Okay, so you got your revs, okay? You don't really want it to get past like 7 or 8,000. So this bike is super happy between 5 and 7. That's called the power band. Okay? And the power band is where your bike, every bike is different, gets its power. That's where it's happiest. So if I was in 3rd gear, for instance, and my RPMs are down at like 3,000, I'm into high gear. Because it's not happy, it wants to be happy up here. Right. So if you're between like 4 to 7,000, you're in the right gear. If you're 8, 9,000, you gotta freaking shift that. If you're in 2 or 3,000 and you're giving it throttle, you're into high of the gear. You gotta go down so that it has enough. Okay. Go ahead and just blip the throttle. Just a blip. Give it a little so that you can kind of figure it out. That's pretty much all you're going to need in first gear, which is all we're probably going to do today. Okay, that right there.
This is back brake.
Back brake. What's more important, front brake or back brake?
Back. No?
No. All 80% of your braking, front brake.
Interesting. Okay.
It is not like a traditional bicycle, which is more back brake heavy.
Oh, this is the bigger brake, and that's why I assume that.
No, because again, remember when I told you, when you come into a corner, when you brake, what does your bike do? It compresses. All of the weight of your bike is going to shift into this. So look at this. Just push down on the, like really push. It's got tons of play, and you barely move it. This sucker can sink a whole foot. And so all of the braking power is literally getting pushed into this brake. So when you're braking, this one's more important. You need them both, but this one's way more important.
So would you say this is theoretically for like heavy braking, but if it's light braking, you can stick to the back brake?
Yes.
Okay, that's probably what I meant to say, and I said it very bad.
However, what you don't want to do is get used to that
and rely on that.
Because what you do then is you start wearing out your brakes at different
rates, right?
So then suddenly your back brake needs to be replaced with other. Okay, and then yes, brake. So I'm gonna have you just go in a straight line. I don't think they're going to.
So down is upshift, right? And then up is downshift?
Correct. So this is what I want you to do. You're just literally gonna go in a straight line. If you get scared, what are you doing?
Putting my feet down and braking.
What's the first thing you do?
Put my feet down. Brake.
Hold clutch.
Oh, clutch. Yeah.
very first thing you do if you start freaking out, you just snatch that clutch, because what does that do? It stops the engine from going. It's on, but it can't do anything.
Right.
You snatch that clutch, okay? Then you slowly apply the brake. You're gonna grab it. No, you're gonna slowly apply the brake, right? You grab the brake, you'll apply another handlebar. It's like a normal bike, right? So you get scared, you pull the clutch, you slowly apply the brake, and then yes, you put your feet down. Okay? So you don't fall over. You shouldn't need this, but if you just hit this right now, it
Kill switch. Yeah.
Okay. So what I want you to do is I want you to find first gear. So I want you to grab it all the way in. Do not let go. Now you're gonna hold this forever now until I tell you not to. You're gonna click it down. Boom. First gear. Can you see it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I can see it before that.
This is what you're gonna do now. No throttle.
Just slowly let go.
You very likely will kill the bike, and that's okay. Just literally just the tiniest, and it's gonna start to wheeze. That's okay. It might die. I've never tried this. Okay, so keep doing that just a little bit. Just kind of get a feel for where it starts to, and then pull it again. And stop the bike. Let it out until you feel where the bike starts to move. That's between that and where it doesn't do anything. That's where it moves.
I think I've got a decent idea for it right here.
Okay, so yeah, that's okay. Yeah. All right. So let it out just a little bit and just a touch more. No throttle, but I'm saying let it out slower, because if hold it, grab the throttle. Sorry, grab. Don't grab the throttle. Grab the throttle. Right. What happens if you let the clutch out too soon? You got spinning parts in there. Right now, they're not moving. The engine, there's two separate parts. You know how the clutch works?
Yeah.
Okay. So the second you let it all the way go, it tries to grab a moving object and it dies because it's not up to speed. If you go slow, it gives it time to mesh the speed. So that's why you were going a little too fast if you do no throttle. We'll get to throttle in a second. So go ahead and do it again, but literally just make this. You want your throttle to be the most smooth thing you've ever done in your life. Just keep going. Get a feel for it. And if you're not comfortable, keep it slow like that. Okay. Good job. I want you now this time to see if you can let it all the way out. The bike shouldn't die. No throttle.
Okay.
Just let it all the way out. And in theory, it should get up to 6 or 7 miles an hour with no throttle. And if it does, try to put your feet up real slow. And just get to the end here. There you go. Let it out more. That's it. You got it. Let's go. Put your feet up. Get a feel for it. Go straight, go straight, go straight. Keep the clutch in. Well, no. If I need to turn the bike, I will, but I want you to turn the handlebars and just barely let the clutch out. Just kind of walking around the corner. This time, I want you to stop. Okay, I want you, don't turn it, keep it straight all the way, but this time, no throttle. I want you to do what you did again, but I want you to commit to all the way out, legs up, and then just feel the balance. Okay? So, slow. Grab the clutch, grab the clutch. Okay, you saved it, this is great. When it almost dies, you gotta pull the clutch back in. Because it doesn't have enough juice.
Right. Probably. What's doing weird things? The bike? Probably. Right. It's just in there. Blah, 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 blah. Right. Okay. Right. Right. Because it's actually giving something to move. Right.
Okay. Now, before you go, I want you to try putting it back into neutral. So you hold the clutch all the way in.
And
go
then
a
half a click.
Yep. And you let go of your foot, and you just make sure this stays on. Because what can sometimes happen is you put it into neutral, and then it re-clicks into first or second. So just make sure, and then yep, you already did. But you can let go of the clutch back. So this time, I want you to just barely, I'm talking literally barely, give it some throttle. But what you have to do is it's a balancing act, right? So you barely give it throttle, you barely let go. And you have to do it at the same time, okay? So barely, literally at the same time. Let go, barely throttle. I don't want you to get over like 10 to 12 miles an hour though. If you do, slow down, because that's too fast. So I'm talking literally barely, and all we're gonna do is practice we're not going fast, we're just practicing getting these two to play together. Now, there's a slipper clutch, so you can do this way easier. If it's a normal bike, you have to be way more precise.
Right.
But go ahead and grab the clutch in, put it in first. Okay, and when I say barely, like, it doesn't take a lot, and you'll get a feel for it. And so just start to play with that. And if you can do it and get it going, let's go back to how we first did it. Don't go to the end, you know, go like 10 feet and then we'll stop and reset. Just get a feel for like how they play together. And you're giving it throttle now. Remember, if you get freaked out or you're scared you're gonna kill the bike, better the bike dies than you flick it to try and overcorrect, because then...
And then I'll, yeah.
Okay, so go ahead and just a little throttle, little throttle, little throttle, little throttle. There you go. That's pretty good. So now you know where it starts. The throttle doesn't start till a little bit in, right?
Right.
Right there, that does nothing. And you figure that out, you're like, hey. So let's do it again. But what happens is once you're up, you have to commit, and then you stay constant on this, and this should be out. What you don't want to do, ever,
It's like half and half.
is keep the clutch.
Right.
The clutch needs to, it doesn't need to be fast, it needs to be smooth. So you want to get rid of the clutch, and constant, it doesn't have to be a lot, but just a little throttle, and the throttle will maintain the speed down.
Right.
So go ahead and try it again, we'll see. Get this to touch through.
Keep it consistent.
The bike, motorcycles have to be consistent with everything.
Right.
Smooth everything. You can't like flick anything or it will.
Right.
Good, okay. You're learning, this is good. We're gonna do it again and just get to there. The difference is this time, I need you to pick your legs up, commit to it, let the throttle all the way out, and just consistent tiny throttle. You get like 2 of the 3. So get all of them. When you get there, stop. You're giving it a little too much throttle.
Okay.
So give it throttle until you're like, you're good. Clutch comes all the way out. Never let go. Clutch comes out, and then just stay consistent.
Okay. Right. Too much for me to try and do right now.
Okay. So, same thing as before. A little throttle, let the clutch out. What I think you need to do, you've got the right throttle, let the clutch out just a touch faster. But again, smooth. Just let it out. And,
Right. 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 Just coast.
let's do it a couple more times, and then we'll see if you want, if we can shift into second.
Okay.
So let's do it again, and I pretty much go all the way to the end and stop, kind of like we did this last time. But this time, keep the throttle in, right? Like that. Don't go faster, don't go slower. Just perfect same.
Okay. Fun. Just kind of try to wrap around. Okay. Okay. I think I could do it. Clutch in and slowly brake. every single time I pass by, it's like phone connected, phone disconnected, phone connected, phone disconnected. It just keeps going over and over again. So. Having a little fun.
Okay. So yeah, bring it back to your backpack because we need a long, straight shot.
Okay.
So,
Right. Same with oh, that's second.
yo, you found second. Nice. So yeah, there you go. That's what you're gonna do. Problem is, do we have enough runway? Okay, you're in neutral. Go ahead and roll
Want
it
me to
backwards.
back it up? Under my eyes. Just want me to go like further back there? Or?
Or just stay right back there. Okay. So this is one that's good because
If it's the same as a car, if it's the same as a car, you let go of the throttle or the gas, throw the clutch in, shift gears, slowly let the clutch out, and usually you don't have to give it gas until you're fully let off of the clutch. At low speeds, yes, but